So Mai, a character that couldn't make it to Smash as the game is for good boys and girls only. Even though the chances of this character making it in is next to impossible, it doesn't stop us from saying, what if? What if Mai Shiranui was in Smash? Quick word of warning before we get into things, Mai Shiranui didn't make the cameo appearance in Smash for a reason, and although no straight up nudity will be shown in this video, viewer discretion is advised. Anyway, getting right into it, Mai would be a mid-weight fighter, about the same as Wii Fit. She would have 2 jumps and can wall jump. As she comes from the same game franchise as Terry, she will have the same mechanics as him, being always facing her opponent in one-on-one matches, having a back special, and the Go meter, giving her access to 2 super special moves when she reaches 100%. And although Mai has had games where she spoke in English, I think it would be better if she spoke in Japanese for this moveset. Like Terry, she would sometimes shout out the name of an attack when using it, and I just think the Japanese names fit much better. However, chances are I'm going to have trouble pronouncing some of the names, so let's just play it off as comedic effect, shall we? Being a fighting game character, Mai's moveset was actually pretty easy to craft, even if King of Fighters is a lot more complex than Smash. Anyway, Mai's jab will be a standard 3-hit jab. First her close light punch, then her close light kick, then her heavy kick. All 3 of these jabs can be cancelled into her special moves. Forward tilt will be her close heavy punch, which is a good whack with a fan, her weapon of choice. This will have quite a decent amount of range and has a lot of hit stun for a tilt move. Up tilt will be her close heavy kick. This is similar to Sheik's up tilt, but just without the second part of the move. Down tilt will be a quick low stab with her fan, and like Terry, this move can easily combo into her jab or her specials. Her dash attack will be a multi-hitting attack with Mai spinning around with her fans. This move is called Hakuro no Mai, and although in her games it's actually a special move, I thought it would fit very well as a dash attack. Her forward smash will be her grounded blowback attack from KOF 98. This is quite a powerful attack, but it has a decent amount of start and end lag, but if it connects, it will send your opponent tumbling to the floor. Up smash will have Mai wave her fan over her head from back to front. This move will be quick and hits the hardest right at the end of the move when it's in front of Mai. This move will also work as an anti-air, as up tilt might not suffice for that purpose. Just like Terry, down smash won't hit on both sides of Mai, only in front of her. She'll trip up her opponent, and this will allow you to start some tilt combos. Neutral air will be Mai's heavy punch aerial, with her hitting with her fan in front of her, moving from top to bottom. Forward air would be an axe kick similar to Snake's forward air, and it can spike if you get hit by the sweet spot. Up air will be pretty much a faster and weaker version of up smash, and will be great for juggling. Down air would have her stretch her arms out and tuck her legs in, hitting her opponent with her knees. This move can spike if you manage to hit the opponent with the knees, but will only do flinching damage if you hit it with the upper parts of the leg. This is a very tempting move to spike with off stage, however this move leaves her arms, head and upper body vulnerable, so be careful when trying to do something flashy. Back air will be her light kick aerial, but with her spinning around so it will hit behind her. As said before, Mai would have a back special and controller inputs for her specials, just like Terry. For her neutral special, Mai would use the move Kashosen, where she throws a fan in front of her as a projectile. The regular version will go about the same speed as Mai herself, meaning this move is great for starting some combos if you are at a distance, and can be used to finish off some combos if you are close by. The special input of this move will be a quarter circle forward and any attack button. This version will go faster than the regular move and do more damage. Forward special will be Hitsatsu Shinobi Bashi, a move that has Mai do a cartwheel followed up by an elbow strike. This move will be similar in power to Terry's Burning Knuckle, and its special input is half a circle forward, which makes the move faster, more powerful, and makes the transition from the cartwheel to the elbow strike much smoother, making it impossible to fall out of. You could probably use this move as a horizontal recovery, but it won't send you that far if you're in the air. Back special is Ryunbu, which makes Mai spin around and hit opponents with her tail? Can we call it a tail? I know it's part of her clothing, but what exactly is it? Let's just call it a tail and move on. So yeah, she hits opponents with her tail and releases a burst of flame right afterwards, sending your opponent flying. This is a great get off me tool, and its special input is quarter circle backwards, which causes the flame to be bigger and hits twice instead of only once, and increases the hit stun by a little bit. Up special would be Musasa B no Mai, and will be a 2-part up special similar to Cloud. The first part of the move will have Mai leap upwards into the air, and this part can also be angled slightly forwards or backwards. Pressing the special button again after that will have Mai dive back down, making this move basically a 2-part version of Incineroar's up special. The dive part of the move can also be angled slightly backwards and forwards, and although the move won't hit opponents on the way up, the initial leap does have a hitbox, allowing Mai to pop up an opponent into the air and follow up with a dive. Being that you will have to press the button again to activate the dive, this will hopefully mean that there'll be less accidental self-destructs than if this move was exactly the same as Incineroar's. The special input for this one is the same as Terry's up special. Just hold down for a second before using it and it'll make the attack slightly stronger and faster. Down special is Hisho Ryujin, a move similar to Ryunbu. This would have Mai do a backflip, first hitting with her knee and then with another burst of flame. Unlike her back special however, this move needs to be properly spaced in order to get the most out of it, whereas Ryunbu can be thrown out whenever you feel like it. Making sure that both parts of this move connect correctly would increase the amount of knockback this move has tremendously, and using the special Z input would increase it even further. Mai will have 2 extra special moves once she reaches 100% of damage during the battle, just like Terry. The first is Cho Hisatsu Shinobi Bashi, which is essentially a souped up version of her regular forward special. This will have the elbow strike part of the move go much further than the regular version, and obviously her entire arm is encased in flames while this move is happening. Cause why not? This is a great kill move off stage and just in the air in general, as the move will have a slightly more end lag if used on the ground. The input for this move is quarter circle back and half a circle forward. The second super special will be Ho'o no Mai, which is similar to her up special, but instead of diving back down, she turns herself into a spinning wheel of fire and comes crashing into the stage. This is a multi-hitting attack that drags your opponents along as you blast back into the stage with a tremendous amount of force. Just like up special, the initial jump can send opponents into the air, allowing you to hit them with the second part of the move. Although in the original game the special input for this move is 2 quarter circle backwards, in order to keep consistency with Terry, I'll be changing it to 2 quarter circle forwards, just like Buster Wolf. In the game this move comes from, this input is actually for another super special which uses the fans. However, as I'm not using that move here, I think it's alright to change things up a bit. For her final smash, Mai would use her Climax Super from King of Fighters 14. Mai will jump into the air and dive back into the stage. Anyone hit by the dive would be taken into a cinematic of them being tossed into the air and then being rushed on all sides by Mai. Then Mai will grab her foe's head with her legs and slam them into the ground saying, "Nibarchi!" ending the cinematic. As Mai lands on the stage during the cinematic, the final smash won't change depending on the stage. Instead, the cinematic will take place on the King of Fighters Stadium stage. I mean, it's gonna be that or whatever stage Mai would come with. Also in King of Fighters, the initial dive that starts the cinematic doesn't have a lot of range on the ground, so to make sure this final smash actually connects more often than not, there'll be a kind of fire shockwave around Mai when she lands. Anyone hit by that shockwave will be pulled into the final smash. However, like Terry, you can only hit one opponent with this final smash. Mai would have a simple one-handed grab and would pummel by kneeing her opponent. Her forward throw would be Shiranui Gorin, a move where she jumps over her opponents and throws them forward from behind. This would be her strongest throw. Her back throw is Fusha Kazushi. Mai grabs her opponents with her legs and slams them into the ground behind her. Down throw would be Yume Zakura. Mai will jump on top of her opponent, grab them, and throw them into the ground straight beneath her. Up throw would have Mai jump into the air and spin around while holding her fans out, sending her opponent upwards. Mai's throws are really just strong attacks to rack up damage and don't really have any combo potential. Mai's on-screen appearance will have her wearing what I assume to be is a kimono. Then she spins around and the kimono disappears. This was her entrance animation in some of the older games. Her up taunt will have her do a little jig and say, "Hora, ganbatte!" Side taunt will have her wave her fan up and down with her other hand on her hip and say, "Takatterashai!" Down taunt will have her lay on the ground, open her fan up and say, "Doushita no?" For victory animations, the first will have her toss her fan into the air, catch it, and hold it out while saying, "Yo, Nippaichi!" The second will have her pull out an umbrella to do a pose with it while saying, "Kono teido nano?" The last will have her just point her fan straight in front of her. Mai will have rather simple costumes, based on her actual ults and cameos. First is her regular red costume. Then would be her player 2 ult, being blue with black hair, then a pink costume based on her original design, then orange with light brown hair, then black, then light blue with light brown hair, then green with black hair, and finally white. I think Mai would be a really cool addition to Smash. However, due to her character design, it's unlikely that this would happen anytime soon. Anyway, what did you think about this moveset idea? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. That's it for me for now, and until next time, see ya!